Why do we feel left behind in life? Have you ever looked at your life and felt, well, left behind? Well, let me tell you, you're not alone. Like everyone else, do you feel like everyone else is moving faster than you? Like they already figured it out? Like you're still trying to, well, catch up? It's a feeling most of us carry quietly. We scroll through social media, we see other people's successes, and immediately compare them to our own struggles. But here's the truth. That feeling isn't reality. It's a story your mind is telling you. And I'm here to tell you, it might be lying. And that leads us to section 1. The comparison is one of the most silent, insidious forms of self-sabotage. We compare someone else's highlight reel to our behind the scenes, their relationships versus your complicated feelings, their travel photos versus your unpaid bills. And the mind instantly creates a story. I'm not enough. I'm failing behind. I should have done more by now. But here's the first lesson. Life has no universal timeline. No one is on a perfect schedule. There is no finish line. And that applies to all of us. Even people who seem ahead are often struggling in areas that we can't see, which leads us to the social media effect. Social media amplifies this feeling like nothing else. Every post is curated. Every photo is a highlight. Every success is broadcasted. Like the struggles remain hidden. You scroll, you compare, and well, we end up feeling inferior. But that's not your reality. It's someone else's story, filtered, edited, and polished. And our minds are designed to compare. The ego constantly looks for benchmarks and constantly measures, constantly judges. But the truth is, your life doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Which leads us to section 3. Why the feeling of being behind exists. Feeling behind usually means one of two things. You're in a season of transition. Life isn't moving slower than others. You're just in a stage that requires growth, reflection, or preparation. Your mind is focused on the wrong metrics. Society, family, peers, they all taught you timelines that don't actually reflect your personal journey. The mind creates urgency where there isn't any. And let me say that again. If you haven't seen my videos before, what I'm referring to timelines that are imprinted onto you is expectations. That's basically what I mean. I mean, family members, friends, or even society's expectations often imprint onto you expectations that you should have already accomplished by now, at a certain age, at a certain degree of life. Your mind is focused on the wrong metrics. So the mind creates this type of urgency where there isn't any. It says, you should be here, or you should be ahead. You're late. But real growth doesn't move at the speed of comparison. It moves at the speed of readiness, which leads us to section 4, the importance of internal alignment. Life is less about speed and more about alignment. Are you developing the skills you need? Are you healing old wounds? Are you understanding yourself better? Are you creating energy, habits, and connections that truly support your growth? When you focus on alignment instead of comparison, falling behind loses all of its meaning. Most seasons that feel slow are actually deeply productive internally. Sometimes the most important work happens quietly, unseen by the outside world. And the most important question, how in the world do we break free from this feeling? So here are some practical ways to stop feeling behind. We need to shift our focus inward. I promise you that every video that I make will say this. Shift your focus inward. Stop focusing ourselves on something external when the reality we build and create is happening internally. How we perceive the world is how we change it as well. We need to limit social media. Don't let other people's highlight reels distort your reality. Let them do their part. Let them do what they're meant to do, and you do what you're meant to do. We're not meant here to acknowledge somebody else's life and forget about ours. We're here to measure our life We're here to fulfill our life. We need to start and get into a habit of journaling our own growth. Track your evolution, mentally and emotionally. Often, you'll notice you're far ahead of where you thought you were. We need to start practicing presence. Life isn't about the future or the past. It's about aligning with this moment. And remember, just because you don't see results instantly doesn't mean you're left behind. You're preparing for something bigger. I hope this helps. Bye!